His perfect record maintained with a 95-78 win over France. And here's a look at how the standings go. So Poland and Greece fighting it out for that fourth spot. We know that Finland, after they play against Iceland later on tonight, will finish second. France in third. And Poland or Greece will go through to meet them with identical records so far at EuroBasket. 1 win, 3 defeats. Hellas in Helsinki. Well, it's the final game day in Group A, and we have a cracking contest, Greece against Poland. I'm joined by Mark Mills in the commentary box. And Mark, this should be pretty special.
Oh, it certainly should. Games do not get much bigger than this. So much on the line for both teams. They'll need to step their games up. Although Greece on paper may be favourites, it's tough to ignore how well Poland have been playing. This could be very interesting and a very physical game with neither team stepping down. This might come down to which teams stay together and execute under the high levels of pressure.
Well, same records in EuroBasket so far, but there was very different expectations of these two teams coming into the tournament. Poland, no doubt, been the happier side. They've been edged out in a couple of tight games, Mark. If this one goes to the wire, do you see it being third time lucky for them?
I think it could do. Poland have to be awarded the biggest surprise of the award group. For Group A, they've battled in every game. They've been unfortunate really to only have one win at this stage. Their performance against France yesterday was impressive. They led by over 30 against a deep French roster. But can their team spirit that's got them this far book them on tomorrow's flight to Istanbul?
Well, we'll soon know. You're absolutely right, Mark. Tight defeats. They lost by Slovenia. Lost to Slovenia by 9. To Finland after 2 phases of overtime by 3, and then they led for much of the game against the French before eventually ending up on the losing side by just the 3 points. There's been a lot of expectation on Greece coming into EuroBasket 2017. So far they haven't delivered, just the 1 win. Why do you think they've underperformed so far? I
think a lot of it comes from the inconsistency that they had in their build-up. There was an uncertainty or a late appointment of Coach Misas, the last-minute withdrawal of their key player Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's really put Greece on the back foot. That said, the amount of talent that they have in their roster is impressive, and all they really need to do is get them pointed in the same direction at the same time, and they can challenge any team at EuroBasket 2017. Today, it really is a chance for them to make an amends and advance to Istanbul for the knockout stages.
All is not lost, that is for sure. A lot on the line here in this game. Before the action gets underway, it's time for the 2 national anthems.
And now, national anthem of Greece.
So the scene perfectly set for some knockout basketball here between Poland and Greece. They haven't met for a very long time. Greece haven't departed EuroBasket before the final phase since 1999, so there's a certain amount of pressure on them. Poland, meanwhile, they qualified out of their group phase in 2015. Handed a very tough group, though. Group A is certainly proven to be the tightest and toughest group of them all. Here are our officials tonight. Cristiano Maranhão from Brazil, Alexander Glisic from Serbia, and Petar Obradovic from Bosnia-Herzegovina. Well, this Polish team is a physical one. You saw Przemek Konowski there, also known as the Big Mamba, Tomasz Gielo and Damian Kulik. Going to play big supportive roles for the Polish team tonight. And Greece, well, they are, at least on paper, the biggest team. A lot of players over 2 meters. And how do you see that battle going at the front post, at the front court?
It's definitely an important part of tonight's game. Papagiannis and Barusis going up against Kulik and Konowski. As you can see from the Polish roster, a reasonably tall roster, and they seem to use that to their advantage as well. Another area I'm interested in is point guard position. Koszalek had a big game against France, 10 points, 4 boards, 4 assists, probably his best game of the tournament so far for Poland. And he'll get the start today, but they've also now got access to Slaughter again.
That's right, AJ Slaughter, as ever, will come from the bench today. He sat out yesterday's game, having sustained an injury against Finland a few days ago. But Mike Taylor made it perfectly clear in his press conference that the medical team had advised they can only play 1 game in the group phase, and AJ Slaughter was being saved for the crunch class against the Greeks. No shortage of star quality in this Greek side, but they've struggled for consistency so far in the ranks. Yanis Barusis has started some games, Georgios Papagiannis others. I'll tell you today, there's going to be a change in the starting five, and Dimitrios Agravanis is coming, 22 years of age, and that's a big call by the coach.
Yeah, it is. It's off a strong game in their last outing. Agravanis came in, played some tough defense, some high-intensity defense, and also got himself on the score sheet. So interesting to see. Provides them with a different look, slightly more mobile look than they would have been otherwise with Papagiannis and Barusis. Interesting for me will be how Slukas performs and Papas coming off the bench. They both got 12.7 points per game for the Greeks. And also, can Georgios Printeses continue to be Mr. Dependable? 14 points per game, 4.3 rebounds. He's leading the team on many fronts. And I'd say he probably leads the team emotionally as well. He needs to be the calm head for the Greeks. And for Poland, Ponitka, what can you say about him? Leading the team in both points and rebounding, and the go-to guy for them.
Coach Taylor just relaying those last messages to his players. Very passionate man who is getting credit as he deserves for how he sent his Polish team out into battle every day. Kostas Misas, the coach of Greece, made a lot of comments about how he wants his team to fight, also concentrate. Sometimes they don't go into the game with 100% focus. He said his team might yesterday have one eye on this game today, knowing what's at stake. It's a massive game, Mark. It's Poland against Greece. It's EuroBasket 2017, and can we have an early prediction for you how you see this one go?
I think it's going to be an absolute battle in every aspect of the game. I think both of these teams, just looking at them, how they warmed up, they both look absolutely intense and locked in for today's game. It really, for me, comes down to which team sticks together as a team will come out on top of this. I think it's really too close to call.
Well, we're all set here. Well, good evening, everyone. It is the final game day of action in Group A at EuroBasket 2017. It's all on the line here. A place in the last 16. The final phase in Istanbul is at stake. Whoever wins goes through. It's Greece against Poland, and it's high-stakes basketball. Koszalek, Wyszynski with a long two, and Poland open their account right at the beginning.
Yeah, they'll be glad to get underway straight away. Wyszynski's had a good tournament, 13.8 points per game for him.
Certainly has. Poland have scored a lot of points in the back of the court. Ponitka, Wyszynski, slaughter the high scorers for them. That's nicely worked by Papanikolaou, and Kalatis gets up to the rack and puts it up and in and levels the scores. Koszarek. Sell. Koszarek could pass. Panitka, his first score of the game.
Just a little confusion in the Greek defence there between Agravanis and Papanikolaou. No one rotating down and an open reverse layup for Panitka.
Kalatis. Interesting seeing the difference in the starting fives. Greece have chopped and changed quite a lot. Poland had exactly the same starting five for all 5 games. Swept up by Kalatis, back out Slukas for 3, drains it from way downtown.
Yeah, big shot from Slukas. Greece will be keen to get their 3-point shooting going.
Here's Panitka under the rack, rejected by Papanikolaou. Great start of the game for Kostas Papanikolaou. Here's Printesis. It's a really purposeful start to this game. It's another 3 points for Slukas.
And this is a concern for Poland. A happy, confident Greece is very, very dangerous.
2 from 2 from the perimeter from Kostas Slukas in the first 2 minutes. Koszarek. Sell into Kulik. He's looking to click here at last after a chastening first 4 games for them. Their only win recorded over Iceland. Their very first game, so it's 3 defeats in a row for Kostas misses' team. Best performance was probably against Slovenia, where they led for a while. They gave a scare to a team that haven't been beaten yet at EuroBasket 2017. Kulik, nice work from him.
Yeah, it was probably the biggest test that Slovenia have had in the group stage, actually. The way the Greeks played against them was quite impressive.
Just couldn't quite close it out. It's Printesis up against Sell, and that's great work from the big guy.
Once again, Group A is handing out what looks like it's going to be a very high-scoring game.
16 points scored inside the first 3 minutes of the game. It could be more. Kulik, it is more. Damian Kulik, not exactly a 3-point specialist, but he comes up with the goods from the top of the mountain here. Stolen, Panitka turned over Greece, and Panitka sends it down with a jam.
Beautiful play. Slukas caught napping by Panitka, and an easy dunk for him in the end.
3-point shot from Kulik was the first he's made from outside of the arc in this tournament. Kalatis gets the score and 1. What a frantic start.
Yeah, it's been frenetic from both teams. Both teams trying to get firing on the offensive end straight away. Kalatis has had a bit of a mixed tournament, so he'll be glad to be on the scoreboard. He's up to 4 personal now.
Greece have not missed a shot yet. 5 out of 5.
That has been a weakness of their game, though, only shooting 67% from the free-throw line. They'll be hoping either to shoot better today or that the free-throw line won't be a factor.
Koszarek bounce pass into Sell, who then finds Wyszynski, who bangs it up and in off the glass. Group A has thrown up some thrilling games. Agravanis shrugs off Panitka, who's stayed down briefly, but he's back to his feet. Here's Wyszynski in the front court for Poland. Damian Kulik against Slukas. Interesting battle, that one. Printesis comes back to cover. Kalatis, does he manage to steal? No. Koszarek all the way up the lane, and fouled by Agravanis.
Yeah, first time Poland haven't found it easy getting an open shot. A positive move by Koszarek. Saw the lane open up for him. Just drived hard as Slukas rotated away from him on the defensive end, and there was no one at home to stop him.
Koszarek makes the first free throw.
Not been too impressive from the line so far in this tournament, only 50% from Koszarek.
Poland as a team a lot better than Greece, though. Nearly 80% of free throws made. That's a good way to start. Very high percentage start from both teams. 83% field goal from Greece, 86 from Poland. Both teams have only missed one. Here's Printezis with floated two, but misses. Papanikolaou back out to Kalatis. Printezis, second time lucky for him.
Now, you can't give Printezis that much space in the paint. He'll hit near 100% if you do that.
He's the most consistent player for Greece, or he has been at least in this tournament. Kulik waits for Koszarek to take the ball from him. Now shifts it over to Vaczynski. And Panicka up against Kalatis. Outside, Kulik for three. Rims out, Printezis gets to the rebound. Takes the foul from Panicka. It's Lukas. Bruces has come into play for Greece for the first time. Ravanis takes a seat. Printezis right underneath. Can't get it to go. Links it to the front court for Poland. Poland have played well in this tournament, but only the one win. Kulik for three. Seems to be a strategy now. Damian Kulik hanging out of the perimeter.
Yeah, I think that first make has given him some maybe misguided confidence in his perimeter shooting.
Sell. Koszarek, that's a lovely pass up to Panicka, but Kalatis very alert to the danger. Took the ball out of his hands.
Yeah, it was important for Kalatis to make sure that he made the challenge on the floor. And if he got into a mid-air battle with Panicka, it was only going to end one way.
Way back out to Adam Vaczynski. Panicka. Koszarek now surging forward, gets on the runway. Managed to recycle possession. Doesn't have no right to do so. Panicka, good passing play from Poland, and Vaczynski backs it in.
It's just another great example how Poland moved the ball, unselfish play, bullet pass by Panicka into Vaczynski, finishes under heavy contact.
Tremendous team basketball from Poland. We have a three-point lead here. The foul's good on Barusis. The contact between him and Panicka.
First appearance for Barusis today, not starting. Again, he's had an up and down tournament, some moments of genius, including a couple of circus shots that he's got to go, and moments of sheer desperation for him.
Kulik into Vaczynski. Vaczynski gets into the lane and rims out with a shot. Barusis, that's where he's good. Rebounding, particularly. Kalatis. Printezis with the hook. Misses. Kulik with the rebound this time. Łukasz Koszarek. Back out. Kulik for three again. Drains it. 2 from 4. Not bad from Damian Kulik, having not made a three-point shot stick.
Coach Taylor loves that from his big man. The confidence you've got to have, though, in such a crunch game to start shooting a three for Kulik. But as you say, 50%. There's guards in this game that would be very, very proud of 50%.
So Greece have called timeout. They'll just be a little bit concerned, won't they? It's a 6-point difference now between the teams. Poland actually off to a slow start as well.
Yeah, it's kind of a sense-check timeout for Coach Misas. Not overly concerned with a 6-point deficit at the moment, but he just wants to make sure that he's got his guys on the same page in the right direction. They've had a reasonably bright start, and he just wants to make sure that they continue.
You run the floor, okay? 54, we got B-side. And then Kulik's going to come back and pick his pop. He's going to pick his pop. He's going to be wide open. Okay? 53! 1, 2, 3!
as usual, a high energy timeout from Coach Taylor. Plenty of positives to his team, trying to rally their spirits as they come back out again.
Looks like Przemek Karnowski is going to come into action here for the first time. He was receiving his instructions from Coach Taylor there. Tezes. Sell the player brought out of the game. And Przemysław Zamoyski is on as well.
Yeah, Kulik picked his first foul up there, just holding on the defensive end. After a shooting display, they want to make sure that's his only foul for a while.
Kilates. Clock down to 5. Slukas has got to use this. Kilates, is he aware of the shot clock? Yes, he is. Shoots for 3, drains it.
Greece keep their 100% record from the perimeter, going 3 from 3 for them. And Klatis moves up to 7 points. He's only averaging 8 points a game in EuroBasket 2017. So it's a very impressive offensive start from Klatis.
Well, Greece have talked about the Kulik three-point shot in that timeout there. I suppose before the game you said you're going to give Kulik some wide-open threes. They might not thought it was too problematic looking at his stats, but hit those 2 early ones.
Yeah, the change you see straight away. Printess is now all over him when he's receiving the ball on the perimeter.
Karnowski trying to roll that one into Puninka, who was fouled.
And these are the summer matchup problems that Poland can cause when they run what is a considerably sized roster. Puninka at the 1 or 2. Kilates is not going to be happy picking him up.
Kaczynski, right under the rack, can't get it to go. Slukas brings it away now for Greece. Papanikolaou in possession, out in the corner. Fakes away from Karnowski, has an awkward angle to try and find, and Kulik does very well to clock up the defensive rebound. Puninka in transition, moves it out to the corner. Kaczynski knocks down a 3.
And that's the confidence that they have in their own abilities. That's a big shot very early in the shot clock, a tough shot from the corner. Kaczynski moves himself up to 9 points, though, very early in this game.
It's a very important duo for Poland, Kaczynski and Puninka. They often score the lion's share of the points. We haven't seen yet anything of AJ Slaughter.
No, nothing yet, but concern will be there. Puninka picking up his second foul against Barousis. Not made the change yet. Are they going to take him out? Yeah, they're going to take him out. Sensible move by Coach Taylor. Don't want to risk their high scorer.
Double switch. Kaczynski and Puninka out of the game. Kosharik back in, and for the first time today, Michał Sokolowski had a very good game in yesterday's defeat to France. Shot clock getting down to Andres. Kilates has lost possession. Turned over. Kulik started the move. Now with Kosharik. Feeds it into Big Mamba. And a little shove in the back from Barousis means that Karnowski will go to the line.
Yeah, the officials have been very hot on that. They're quite happy for the armbar, but as soon as you place your hand on him, exactly like that, both hands on him. It's literally a textbook call for the officials to make. Interestingly enough, that's the 4th turnover in the previous possession for Greece. Poland yet to give the ball up.
That will please Coach Taylor a lot. 2 personal fouls now on Barousis. He's only been in play 4 minutes. Karnowski makes the second free throw, and the lead is up to its biggest at 7 for the Eagles. Kilates. Just over a minute left of the quarter. Slukas out to Printezes. Misses from the perimeter. Printezes gets it back though. And then Slukas evades, or tries to evade Sokolowski, but the Polish player got in the way.
Yeah, Sokolowski had a bit of a breakout game yesterday. He'll be hoping to continue in that vein. Hadn't featured heavily prior to yesterday's game, but really showed what he can achieve.
2 from the line for Kostas Sloukas.
Yeah, they'll be glad to see their free throws are starting to drop now. Not had a great tournament at the line, and as everyone knows, if you are going to make a challenge for the medals, you are going to have to shoot free throws very, very well. They become critical as the tournament progresses.
Kulik. Sokolovsky, that's a good pass. Zamoyski was left open and knocks down another one from the perimeter.
Another big shot.
Zamoyski's first points of the night. Here's Kalati's bounce pass into Big George Papagiannis. And he's fouled.
Yeah, it's going to be a continuance in the front court for Greece. They're continually changing the threat that they pose Poland. Poland are going to have to react as the roster changes. Papagiannis, a bit more of a classical big man, wants to be close to the basket, wants to be back to the basket, create the contact. Should be an interesting matchup between him and Konofsky.
Two rosters, it seemed like this would be a game that would be fiercely competitive in the front court. Two massive units. It's good work by Kosharik. Oh, that's a lovely pass for the alley-oop. Sokolovsky throws it down.
Beautiful play, great vision by Kosharik. Throws it perfectly for Sokolovsky, and he slaps the backboard for good measure.
Sokolovsky showing he's here to stay at EuroBasket 2017. Limited minutes, but when he's on, he has a big effect. Sloukas drains the long two. Poland have got a couple of seconds here. Kosharek can't use it, and there is the end of a very good first quarter for Poland. They've racked up 29 points. And Greece's struggles continue just a little. Greece 23, Poland 29. Poland have had some significant leads and haven't converted it into wins before, so they won't be getting too complacent at this stage, but that first quarter couldn't have gone much better.
No, good shooting across the board for Poland, good from the perimeter, good from two-point range. They'll be happy with how they performed in that opening quarter. And points in the paint for Poland, 12 out of their 29 have come from the paint. 10 assists as well is probably the impressive stat to look at. It shows how well they're moving the ball, how well they're working as a team. From the Greek side, probably one of their brighter starts to games. They just need to continue to grow into the game as it progresses. One slight concern will be their 4 turnovers so far, which I'm sure Coach Misas will have been talking to his team about.
Yeah, 4 of those assists for Łukasz Kosharek, and that has meant Poland haven't really missed AJ Slaughter yet. Thought he would be in play by now, but hasn't been required. We'll see if he does get much action in this second quarter. He's not on the court as we are about to get underway. Three-point shooting from both teams has been impressive. Greece at 75%, Poland at 67%. Kalatis to Printesis. Printesis getting up to the low post and poked away by Sokolovsky. It's gone right back to Printesis.
Printesis is one of those players that just keeps going, keeps battling, keeps fighting the whole time. Pivot, gets the shot up into the air. Sokolovsky with good defense to knock it away. But Printesis hasn't given up on the play and straight back into it.
Interesting to note from the first quarter, actually, for Greece, that 4 of their players played all 10 minutes in the first quarter, and the only change-up was in the big man role, which was shared between 3 players.
Yeah, it's interesting. We haven't seen Papas yet. He's averaging 19 minutes per game. so far in the
and one of their highest scorers as well. Back to a 5-point game then. Sokolowski, Zamoyski, Koszarek, Gielo and Karnowski starting the second quarter for Poland. And here is Gielo. His first taste of international basketball at EuroBasket 2017. Karnowski, where he's dangerous, but he's called for travelling.
Yeah, just one too many hops from the big man. Trying to find his positioning at the basket for the hook shot.
That's his Antetokounmpo just yet. Saving him for later, maybe when the legs are tired. But he is certainly something that Greece don't have amongst the rest of their players in the roster. It's Kalatis for three. It's good.
And that's a really smart way to use Papagiannis. Use him as that, bring the defenders in. Poland will want to double team him. Once that happens, there'll be space in the perimeter for the likes of Kalatis to get shots off.
Actually had quite a quiet tournament. There's Nick Kalatis, but if he comes up with the goods here, it'll be very tough for Poland. Karnowski with the left-hand hook. Get it to drop. To the front court. Printezis just puts it into Papagiannis. And now Papanikolaou. What about the long two? Instead goes in Papagiannis with the right-hand hook. Knocks it down and he scores.
Yeah, it's a lot more confident Greek side today. They seem a lot happier on the court. They seem playing together and seem to be working well as a team.
6-0 run at the start of the quarter. Koszarek outside, and Zamoyski moves out. His perimeter shooting starting to fail. Kalatis switches it up to the opposite wing. Nikolai trying to drive in through the baseline. Back out, Slukas puts it up for Printezis, back out, Papanikolaou for three. Good! Greece on fire.
That's some beautiful basketball from Greece. We haven't seen that patience from them as a team. They seem to want to get early shots, but great ball movement. Printezis now with the ball, kicks it out for Papanikolaou. And a very versatile player knocks down the big three.
It's an 11-0 run now for Greece. And they've turned it around, and they're into the lead. Coach Taylor with timeout.
Yeah, Poland won't be happy of going over two to the second quarter without scoring.
Lucas, Adam, Socko, Aaron, Damian, here we go. Stay ready.
Από αυτή την πλευρά για να βγει ο Κώστας 4-5. Più passa alzare da qui. Screen, kick out.
Greece with those early turnovers, but they haven't increased the number since the start of the second quarter.
No, it's interesting to see as well. You'll see that Greek assist number starting to increase quite rapidly the way they're playing basketball. Just beautiful ball movement. Another example there from Papagiannis to Kalatis for the three. Then the feed into the post to Papagiannis. And then the last one here with Printezis out to Papanikolaou. Beautiful ball movement, Greece, and it's what they've been lacking. Coach Misas highlighted it in the last game.
Yeah, Kalatis in particular has made a big difference. He's averaged 8 points a game and 3 assists throughout the tournament so far. We're only in the early stage of the second quarter. He's already got 10 points and 3 assists to go in them. Here's Damian Kulik for Poland to Koszarek, and that's a very good take by Sokolowski. But defensive work from Greece keeps him at bay. Vachinsky for three. Brings out Papagiannis with a rebound.
It's the second block for Papanikolaou, really working hard on the defensive end.
Slukas outside, Kalatis and shy. Slukas back on two. Short again. Koszarek goes to the rack himself and puts it up and in.
That's a tough move by Koszarek. He's playing with the confidence he had in the last game. Really growing into the tournament.
4 points, 4 assists for the Polish point guard. Bounce pass back. Oh, Papagiannis could have taken a shot. Decided to go for the extra pass, and he threw it out of bounds.
But good to see, though, Papanicolaou going up to him saying, it's fine, carry on, next play, we're good to go.
First side of Nikos Papas today. Bono playing with a much greater rhythm and unity so far. Kosharek to Vacinski. Russell taking on Printezis into the lane, out to Kulig. Short shot, but he misses.
Kaczynski battling hard for the rebound, but it was over the back, so he'll pick up his first foul.
Greece have really improved their defensive work so far. They conceded 29 points in the first quarter, just 2 so far. Another defensive specialist coming into play here.
Yeah, interesting to see how Greece changed now. First real heavy rotations that they've had. And straight away they pretty much almost throw the ball away. This is going to be the key to Greece when they make their personnel changes. Can they keep their rhythm? Can they keep the momentum alive?
Alexis Antetokounmpo in play, the older brother of Giannis. Was unable to play in EuroBasket 2017. Kalatis puts it up. Papagiannis can't gather for the alley-oop. Kosharek. Tries to evade Kalatis. Finds Kulig. Really thought about the three-point shot. Instead sets up for Chimsky. There's contact in from Papas.
Yeah, again, Poland continuing to impress on the offensive end. They're so patient the way they move the ball, or they look for the lane to open up or to create the open shooter.
Sell. Vacinski takes over. Shot clock into single digits here. Antetokounmpo will try to stop Vacinski from shooting. Vacinski's got to release quick. And this is with a difficult left-hand hook shot.
Yeah, just great work from Antetokounmpo on the defensive end. Didn't let off him at all.
Galatis outside. Papanicolaou for 3. Good!
That's his second 3 of the night, up to 6 points, 3 boards. Much more rounded performance from Papanicolaou.
Greece turning it on in most matches here. Took a bounce pass into Kulig, but then he had nowhere to go. Kosharek working up to the basket. Sokolovsky a little bit loose in possession. Great pass. Papanicolaou lays it up and in off the glass. Greece have a 6-point lead. Fast break basketball.
I think if you see another Greek score, you'll probably see Coach Taylor call a timeout just to stop the momentum of Greece.
Kosharek. Kulig thought about shooting from the perimeter. Still found Love. Then comes inside, draws a foul. Papas is already up to 2 fouls. Papagiannis is the foul called on him, I beg your pardon. And he sits down, and Barousis comes in. Papas. Stolen back by Shell. There's 2 in the front court here for Poland. Panika puts it up and in.
Yeah, great transition offense by Poland off the back of great defense. Vacinski just shovel passes it to Panika for the easy dunk.
Poland with 4 fast break points. Averaging just over 6 in the competition so far as Barousis gets a score. His first of the night. Vacinski. Crucial period now up until half-time. Kulig wide open, lost Barousis and banked it in for 2.
Great play by Kulig, just fooled Barousis into the thought that he was going to step out to the perimeter for another 3 and just cuts on the back door.
Kulig, the first Polish player into double digits. Barousis up to 3 fouls already. Not had the impact he would have wanted. Just 5 minutes on the court. He's going to revert back to their starting centre. Dimitrios Akravanis.
Barousas has looked like a frustrated player for the majority of this tournament. It's not gone the way he'd want it to go.
Here's Sel. Now Vachinsky. Kulik, who's been very influential in this game. 11 minutes under his belt. 5 seconds on the shot clock here. Kulik up against Papanikolaou. Oh, that's fantastic from Damian Kulik.
Yeah, Kulik's having a phenomenal game so far. 12 points, 5 boards in just 14 minutes of play. Interestingly, Greece don't seem to have an answer for him. Papanikolaou just not getting his footwork right at all. Not quick enough to come across to challenge the shot. And in the end, a really easy bucket for Kulik.
Poland have called the timeout.
So, Calathes is smart. He's denying the reversal on single. If that happens, 5-man wait, dribble him out, replace him, and then we get into the middle pick and roll. We want to get into the middle pick and roll. They can't guard it. Slip out of it, okay?
Hey, Tabs, because they don't commit to it. You got a foul to keep on defense.
Yeah, Coach Taylor talking to his team about utilising the middle pick and roll, and he's absolutely right. When Poland execute the pick and roll at the top of the key, Greece really struggle to cover it due to the size and the length of the Polish team. When they run that taller roster on the floor, the switch for what will be Pappas and Calathes, that's not what they want. They don't want to be guarding Kulik down in the low post.
Well, what have you made of the absence of AJ Slaughter from the court so far?
I think it's an interesting one to see him not come back in yet. I thought once Greece got into the lead, maybe that'd change things up. But that said, Kocharak did such a good job yesterday. Maybe they're giving him the chance to really show him lead this team.
Here is Georgios Printezis, shot clock into its dying embers. Printezis shoots it up and in.
He's a very simple player, the way Printezis plays the game. Just a simple back down, completely uses his body perfectly to get to the bucket.
Kocharak, 4 assists so far, so he has had a positive impact on this Polish team again today. Ponika drives towards the line, back to Kulik, and Kulik thought he kept the scoring going, but in the end, travelling was called.
A wry smile from Kulik to the official as well. He knows he travelled, but he's in such fine form. He was hoping it was another 2.
Antetokounmpo and Calathes take a seat. Zaris is on for Greece. Papas to Zaris. Back outside, shot clock down to 5. Papas, 3-point attempt. Good!
It's a good shot by Papas, gets his scoring off to a flying start.
Greece is shooting 70% from the perimeter. Kulik. Up and in and 1. What an influence he's having over the game.
Yeah, he really is. He's dominating the offensive end for Poland. But very simple plays, exactly what he's talking about. Go down the middle with Kulik on the switch. None of the smaller Greek players want to be guarding someone like Kulik as he goes to the bucket.
Averaging 6.5 points per game and 5 rebounds. Before today, he's already racked up 14 points and 5 rebounds, and we're not yet at the halfway stage.
Yeah, without doubt, this will be his game of the tournament so far.
Good time to pick it, but Poland are down by 5 in what is effectively a knockout game of basketball. Printezis runs into the big man Kulik, shot clock down to 4. Kulik doesn't want to let him get up to the rack and makes it a difficult shot, which he misses. Even defensively, Kulik's having the impact he wants. It's Kocharak now. Poland need to reduce or eliminate the deficit by half-time. This is Ponika. Travelling court again on the Polish play.
Yeah, no, it's a good call. Printezis took the stand. Ponika landed really. Took off both feet and landed as he slid. It's a good call by the official. Ponika will not be happy with his contribution so far. He's been leading this team throughout the group phase here in Helsinki, and he goes to the bench with just 6 points in 12 minutes.
Przemysław Zamoyski comes back on court. Sorry, spouts pass, immediate impact for Zamoyski, steals, and is fouled.
Yeah, getting into the passing lane, it's a slack pass from Manzardes. And Zamoyski almost makes them pay to go to the line instead.
First free throws of the night for Zamoyski. No problem with the first, the most passionate supporters. The long journey up from Poland. 2 from 2 makes it a 3-point game. As Kostas Slukas returns to court on for Nikos Papas.
Yeah, Poland haven't had the offensive second quarter that they'd want. And that's really what's cost them so far.
Slukas evades Kulik. Sorry, over to Papanikolaou. Chitsky looking to deny him the channel towards the basket. Printezis. That's beautiful work from the big guy.
Yeah, another strong move by Printezis. Gets the ball exactly where he wants it, right in the middle of the paint. Beautiful cut, creates a space for the pass, draws the contact off Sel as well as Kulik. Gets the soft little right hand to roll.
Join that battle under the basket. Face up against Karnowski. Interestingly, Greece reacting. Karnowski coming on. But Papagiannis, the like for like, I suppose. Sel leaps to the rebound from the missed free throw. Kosharek. Now for Chinsky. Into Sel. Working his way up towards the rack and throws up a left-hand hook. Can't get it to fall. And Greece now with what they hope will be the final possession of the game, of the half.
Yeah, Greece will be happy if they can get a score in this last look, extend their lead into the locker room.
Here's Slukas finding a way onto the runway, puts it up and in and one, and look at the reaction from Slukas.
It shows what a relief it is for the Greek players that 5 games in and they're starting to play. Great move by Slukas. Just lulled the Polish defence in and then attacked the rim, drawing the contact and getting to the line for the extra one.
This has been a massive quarter for the Greek national team.
We knew it was in there somewhere. We knew in that Greek team their ability is there to create waves in this tournament. And I think without argument, this is their best 20 minutes of basketball they've played in Helsinki.
Akavanis comes on. Papagiannis takes a seat for these last 7.7 seconds. Timeout called by Poland.
Yeah, smart move by Coach Taylor. Means the ball will be, not sure if it will be advanced now, it'll stay on the baseline. But it means he can draw something up for the final 7.7 seconds. He's got a timeout to use, may well use it.
Yeah.
And get an effective offense.
Okay, good. Sweep side, okay? Socko. Let's put Socko here. Socko, Big Mamba, C, and sweep side. Screen, cut, fill your spots. The ball comes in either side.
Greece winning the battle of the balls. 5 offensive rebounds, 17 in total to Poland's 10.
Yeah, it's been an important part of their game and will continue to be so. It'll be interesting to see what Poland come out with now. Their first challenge is just to get the ball inbounded and then they'll look to try and advance it as quick as they can. Ideally, they want it over the half so they can get some kind of offense set up. But yeah, it looks like they'll work some kind of screening action between Sel and Zamoyski.
Let's see how they go then. Wyszynski inbounds to Zamoyski. Wyszynski getting up and in and gets it to go. And Poland get the score they wanted at the back end of that second quarter, but that was a tough 10 minutes for them in total.
Yeah, it was. Nice way to finish for the Polish side. Wyszynski getting to the basket and getting the two. Not great from the Greek side though. Papanikolaou way too far away from Wyszynski to play effective defense.
The half-time score is Greece 49, Poland 43. Well, an absolutely massive game, this one, for both teams. We know the winner will go through to the final phase in Istanbul, and Greece have finally arrived here at EuroBasket 2017.
Yeah, they certainly have the best 20 minutes of play, and look at that three-point shooting, 70% from outside, 7 from 10. Hitting 7 threes in the opening first half is a great effort, and they are winning the battle of the boards. Those 5 offensive rebounds will be important to them, but both teams playing exciting and entertaining team basketball.
Yeah, Poland have not played badly at all, have they, in that first quarter? Coach Taylor, will he be happy with the team's performance so far and kind of encouraging them to keep executing the game plan, or will he have some words for improvement in the second half?
I think he'll be happy, but worried. His team have played well. They've run basketball the way they should run it. They've played to their strengths. The issue they've found is that they've found the best 20 minutes of Greece in the last five games. Will they change? I wouldn't imagine so. I think they'll continue to do what they do. 43 at the half's a good score for them. They're shooting pretty good percentages. 59% from the 2, 50% from the 3. They'll need to increase their rebounding. They can't give up those offensive rebounds. But outside of that, I think he'll be reasonably happy. I think what he'll be hoping on is that this fluid Greece that we now see might have a hiccup in the second half, and that's when Poland will pounce.
They're certainly right in it. It's just a 6-point game at the halfway stage, but it's Greece and a much better looking Greek team in particular that are leading the way. Greece 49, Poland 43. Join us again in a few minutes' time for the third quarter. You look at their stats, not much they get through. Well, welcome back to the Helsinki Arena here in Finland. Kostas Sloukas is leading the way for the Greeks. 13 points today, 3 rebounds to go with them as well. Greece have rebounded very well, and more importantly at the halfway stage, they find themselves 6 points clear of Poland in a straight shootout for a place in the final phase in Istanbul.
Yeah, Coach Misas will be very, very happy with the opening 20 minutes. The best 20 minutes of basketball Greece have put together here in Helsinki. And Poland won't be unhappy. They've played some good basketball in this opening half. They'll just be hoping maybe to apply a little bit more pressure on the Greek side, particularly on the perimeter, where Greece have hit 7 from 10 big shots.
France, Finland and Slovenia all already booked their places in Istanbul from Group A. Will it be Poland or will it be Greece that join them? We know that whoever wins this game will face Lithuania in the last 16. That'll be a very tough outing for either team, but I won't be thinking about that right now, just about getting the job done today. Damian Kulik's been impressive, 14 points so far for Poland and 5 rebounds. In fact, Poland haven't played badly in that first half.
No, they've had a very strong half, and it has been off the back of Kulik playing his best game of the tournament. He's only averaging 6.5 points a game so far, so a 14.5 rebound haul for him is a great performance. Vaczynski again, captain's role, he scored 11 points as well. But all round, Poland have continued to grow, continued to impress at EuroBasket 2017.
Back on the second play, right? And then we set the wide pin reject, loosen them up a little bit.
Well, we knew this would be a tough group right from the start because 5 of the 6 teams involved had qualified out of the group phase at EuroBasket 2015. One team would miss out. We now know it'll be Greece or Poland, and as you say, Mark, Poland have caught the eye with some of their performances so far, but just haven't had the knack of getting over the line and getting wins. So I guess that's the thing they've got to change in this third and fourth quarter.
Yeah, they'll hope it's not another heartbreak game like they've had previously, being so far ahead of France, double overtime with Finland. They'll be hoping that Lady Luck is smiling on them today. But so far, she hasn't been. The Greeks have played some very impressive basketball.
They have. This should be another fascinating half of basketball from Group A here at EuroBasket 2017. So much on the line. We get back underway as Mateusz Ponitka inbounds to Łukasz Koszarek. Kulik. Now Ponitka. And going back to their starting 5 as Kulik puts it up and in off the glass and carries on where he left off.
Yeah, he certainly does. He picks up where he was playing in the first half. Kulik just standing out as a performer today.
Kalatis, Sloukas, Papagiannis, Printesis and Papanikolaou starting for Greece in this third quarter. It's Kalatis into the lane. Puts up a little jumper, misses. Papagiannis gets to the rebound and misses a simple baby hook.
Sometimes a tough shot for a big guy so close to the basket. Has to be so gentle with the baby hook. Couldn't quite get it to go.
Koszarek, what a pass! And Ponitka puts it up and in off the glass.
Koszarek has had some visionary passes today so far.
Sixth assist for Koszarek. He's really stepping up. Well cut out by Ponitka. Now Koszarek again. Can he work his magic? He's found Sell, and Sell was found by Papanikolaou.
This is exactly the start that Poland would have wanted.
Coming out in this third quarter, and they clearly mean business. Ponitka. A little pass into Kulik, and that's an unnecessary foul by Nick Kalatis.
Yeah, 2 quick fouls in this third quarter. We discussed it before the game, how important free-throw shooting will be. If Greece continue, they're going to put Poland to the line very early in the third quarter.
Shell inbounds. Vaczynski escapes the attentions of Papapetru for a moment. Ponitka out to Kulik. Kulik this time deciding to drive in. Go for the perimeter shot, and he draws yet another foul.
Smart play by Poland. Working the opportunities, drawing the contact.
Inbound by Panitka to Sell. Kosciarek's bounce pass intercepted by Slukas. Turnover. What can Slukas manage? He finds Kalatis, who just banks it in, real simple.
Yeah, Kalatis with a big game so far. He's up to 12 points now.
Kulig down the other end. Panitka puts it in. Foul was called. Obviously before Panitka got the shot off, so Kulig will go to the line in Greece with surely too many fouls in the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, already pushing themselves into the bonus, so every foul on the Polish players now will result in 2 shots.
Kulig full to the brim on confidence.
No surprise after that first half performance, and he's continuing on in the same rich vein.
2 out of 2 from the line there, and it's a 2-point game. And a Group A thriller on the cards here. Slukas, Printesis to the corner. Papapetru goes back out. Kalatis for 3. Just left it short. Kulig starts the offense, finding Panitka. Panitka back to Kulig, coming up the lane, and he throws it down with a rim rocker.
And I think that sums up Kulig's performance. Beautiful find by Panitka, and just a great one-handed jam from Kulig.
Nobody was watching it from the Greek defense, and they paid the price. Slukas now. 20 points for Kulig. Slukas top of the mountain with a beauty of a 3-pointer.
That's one of the most important shots he'll make today. Puts a little bit of a check on the Polish rampage.
Sell. Panitka. Kaczynski for 3. The level the scores again, no. Hits the iron. Printesis with the rebound. Slukas to bring it to the front court. Slukas with options left and right. Finds Papapetru up the baseline and can't get it to go. And that's fine work by Aaron Sell under the rack. Now Kosciarek. Kaczynski. Kulig. Shake off Yanis Papapetru. Gets the score at 1, and the Eagles of Poland are soaring.
Unbelievable play by Kulig yet again. Beautiful low post positioning from him, backing Papapetru down. Steps up, keeps his concentration, keeps his eye on the basket the whole time. Takes himself up to an amazing 22 points.
Kulig was averaging 6.5 points per game before today. His performance seemingly out of the blue at EuroBasket 2017, but those who watched him play for Banvit in the Turkish League and in the Basketball Champions League will know what he's capable of. He's made of Gasper Vidmar, with whom he's probably learned a lot. Slukas, lovely spin play, and Kulig beats it away from the basket, and now Kosciarek with a fast break, out to Sell, shoots for 3. Not this time. Poland thought they were going to have the lead. Georgios Printesis. Slukas. Window there. Oh, clever no-look pass. Kalatis put it up and in. There was
Knocked away by Kulig. Goaltending. So there's a basket interference there. Ball was on its way down off the glass. Can't get interference until it touches the ring and becomes live again.
Sell to hands of Mateusz Panitka. Foul call. And it's Papapetru. 3 personal fouls for Papapetru. He's only been on the court 3 minutes.
Yeah, he's been playing with Antetokounmpo too long. Papapetru's made his impact. He has worked hard, but it is a very difficult assignment at the moment, marking the likes of Kulig, who is on fine form.
Interestingly, Kostas Missis hasn't turned to Antetokounmpo much in this game. Just 3 minutes he's had on the court. as an option off the bench if they want an immediate impact. That'll level up the scores.
As expected, this is a back and forth game. I imagine this will be the way it is all the way to the buzzer.
Might well go down to the wire. So much at stake. Printessis.
It's a veteran move by Printessis. Just holding the ball into the post, lulling Selin to relaxing in his defensive stance, and then the quick spin move puts Sel on the back foot and draws the foul.
6 fouls from Greece in this half already. That's the first from Poland. Kalatis into Printessis under the basket. That's where he's dangerous. Throws up a little hook, the left hand, and puts it in.
Yeah, that little hook shot from Printessis moves him up to double digits, 11 points, 5 boards. Another steady away performance.
Kosharek. Sets the screen. Kosharek for 3. Drains it. Puts Poland into the lead.
Coach Taylor will be very happy. This is what he was talking about in one of his timeouts, using that pick and roll structure at the top in the middle of the court. Gives them the most effective way of breaking down the Greek defense.
Kalatis beaten away by Kosharek. The Polish support has started singing and dancing in the stands. Not sure how tuneful the singing is, Mike. Kalatis. Printessis from way downtown. Touch the eye. Kosharek. Wyczyński into Mateusz Punica. Punica up against Lukas. Has to find a little angle there, but couldn't get it to fall. Kalatis all the way. Oh, Nick Kalatis is having a special game. What a pass at the other end. Punica can't finish the job.
Oh, frantic run and gun basketball at the moment from both teams.
And here comes Papapetru with the alley-oop.
That's a way to start the scoring for the night for Papapetru. Beautiful vision in the pass and the easy finish. Kalatis sees him running the backdoor cut and the two-handed throwdown.
Moments after Kosharek's incredible full-court pass, Kalatis responds with a beauty of his own.
First thing.
Let's have a listen to Mike Taylor.
They're lined up like this. No baseline, you gotta force the middle. Second thing, on the dribble, it's a fire. We're good to this point, but this guy, it's been Adam. You have to.
Greece's three-point shooting has tailed off a little bit, but then so has Poland's. Only made 1 3-point shot since the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, the dynamic of the game has changed. It seems to have gone in the paint a little bit more, and it's also increased in speed and power, as you see the dunk from Kulig as he's continued to rack up the points. He's now up to 23 points personal. But yeah, the dynamic of the game has definitely changed. The pace has picked up again, very similar to the pace that we started the game with.
A performance that is so far from Damian Kulik. Coach Taylor trusting him. He stays on. He's played 22 minutes so far out of the 26 in the game. Here comes Wyczyński. Can't get up to the rack. Denied by the Greek defense. And now Slukas to the front court, fouled by Przemysław Zamoyski.
It's a smart foul by Zamoyski. Wyczyński was never going to be able to get back into the defensive set, so Zamoyski gave up a foul to help him out.
Kalatis throws it up. Barousis, I beg your pardon. In the hold of the loose ball. Almost lost it there. Back out. Kalatis, shot clock down to 7. Mid-range shot. Put it up very high. Missed it. Kosharek, 3 on 3. Kulik comes to join. Oh, from the corner, Łukasz Koszarek sends down a dagger, goes into double digits.
Pumped up Coach Taylor, love this shot from Koszarek in the corner. Brave shot from the point guard, takes himself to 10, 4 rebounds, and probably more importantly for his team, 7 assists. Big night for him.
Well, with so many assists, I assume he was going to look for the pass, but decided the best option for him was to take the shot on, and that was a great call.
Interesting looking at that timeout as well. Looks like they might be saving Slaughter for the knockout phases. He's just on the bench in his hoodie, not looking like he's ready to come in. And thankfully for them, Koszarek is having a storming performance.
Coach Taylor didn't want to concede the information that Slaughter wasn't quite ready to return.
Create space with the dribble. You got time to get him the ball, okay? Think about 54, 54, 54. Hey, listen, middle pick and roll, middle pick and roll. Be ready to veer back. Guards get in the body, guards get in the body. Here we go. Let's go,
Yeah, Coach Taylor just re-emphasising where they've received so much success. That pick and roll at the top. The Greeks have found it very hard to defend against.
Kalacic then brings it to the front goal. This game is level. Just 3 minutes in the third quarter, and the fourth quarter to go. To decide who will meet Lithuania in the final phase in Istanbul.
First Polish player to get into foul trouble, 3 fouls now, Zamoyski. Well played by Barusis to hold on to that. It wasn't the easiest pass to hold on to.
Antetokounmpo comes into play in 3 minutes so far. Kalacic back out, Antetokounmpo, Petru, and now in Barusis at the low post, caught in traffic, and foul.
Yeah, nice little spin move, taking Kulig up into the air. Koszarek tries to come across and help, but can't. Fouls him and picks up his 3rd foul. That's a big foul for Koszarek to pick up for Poland. Sends him to the bench.
Yeah, been very influential so far. He's replaced by Ponica. Barusis hit the line to put Greece back into the lead. This isn't going to be put off, and makes both free throws count.
Yeah, he's only shooting 44% from the line so far this tournament, so we'll be happy to see both of them drop.
Vaczynski. Now Sell. Back into Kulig. Kulig for 3. He fancies it today from the perimeter. It's his 3rd three-point shot. He's up to 26 points now.
When it's your day, it's your day. Kulig feeling it today and making sure that the Greeks pay for it.
What a turnaround in Damian Kulig's fortunes at EuroBasket 2017. Coming in at just the right time as Zamoyski's given his 4th foul, so he'll be out of the game for now. And Michał Sokolovski is on. We see a replay of that beauty.
Yeah, it's not bad defense by Barusis, and AJ Slaughter fully enjoying that as he bangs the 3s to his chest.
Slukas with a perfect record from the charity stripes so far in the game. To be fair to him, he was shooting 92% before this game in the tournament.
Yeah, I think that's close enough to 100% to call him a pretty much perfect free-throw shooter.
18 points on the day for Slukas. Vaczynski. And Kulig. one up. He's all together with a shot clock down to its embers. Kalatis all the way again, puts it into Borussia' hands. This is where he's dangerous and eventually gets it to go in the second attempt.
Yeah, nice patience from Borussia. Tried to find the open shot, couldn't get it to go first time. But a nice soft touch on the putback takes him up to 6 points.
Przemek Konowski being prepared by Poland. Here's Sel, back to Sokolowski. Now out for Panicka for three, and Antetokounmpo tried to close him down and maybe just did enough.
Yeah, that's good hustle out by Antetokounmpo. Great Polish ball movement, gave them the open three, but the chase out was enough to stop the three.
Slukas. He's into Borussia up against Kulig. What do we do here? We'll leave the ball behind is what we'll do.
Yeah, bounce it off his foot straight out of bounds.
Double change for Poland. Konowski and Giello. Kulig finally gets a breather.
Yeah, good rotation by Coach Taylor. 1:09 to go. Means that Sel and Kulig will get that extra break in between the quarters, as well as this time that's left in the third quarter, and come back for the fourth refreshed.
Poland are up by 3 in the third quarter, but in the context of the game they're still down by 3. You can eliminate your ears here with a perimeter shot. Wyszynski comes inside though, up to the basket and puts it up and in off the glass.
Nice choice, because he went on the reverse here and didn't go up the strong side, went up the weak side, used the ring as a bit of protection for his shot.
Slukas turns his man outside Papapetru. Brusis fakes, comes inside, puts it up. The underarm effort, and again, the second attempt is there to follow.
Good stat padding by Borussia. Gets himself another rebound as well as the 2 points. Up to 8 points, 5 boards now for Borussia.
Wyszynski called for the foul.
Yeah, that's the correct call. That's the correct call by the officials. Slukas took a stand. He wasn't even involved in the play. He was trying to get out of the way. Wyszynski's movement is only for one thing, and that's to create the contact. He's not heading towards the basket. It's the correct call by the officials.
Second foul called on the captain of Poland, Adam Wyszynski. Running on an effectively 9-man rotation. Slaughter, the seems, looks unavailable today. We haven't seen anything of Krzyzewski or Saniak. Bulk of the minutes played by 5. Final play of the quarter. Slukas biding his time here for 3. This is Wyszynski. He's got to get this up in the air. And he didn't quite get it in the air in time anyway. But that's a much better quarter from the Polish perspective. They've closed the gap from 6 to 3 at the end of 3 quarters of play here. It's Greece 70, Poland 67.
Yeah, some interesting shooting percentages there. Still both teams shooting really well, keeping the percentages high from the perimeter, and their overall shooting, free throw shooting, very close as well. That kind of indicative of a 3-point ball game.
Well, all still to play for with 1 quarter left. So many thrillers in Group A. Surely this one's going to the wire mark.
Yeah, I can't see it going any other way. It's back and forth. Each team seems to find a flow, and then the other team stops it, and the momentum changes. At the moment, I think the difference between the two teams can come down to one man, Kulig. He really does seem to be a dominant force for Poland at the moment, whereas Greece seem to be sharing their offensive output out a little bit more.
In a few tactical tussles that Coach Taylor's been involved in. Expect this one to come down to the coaches as well at the end?
They're going to play their part. They're you know, they're so heavily involved in this game, and as we get closer where the finer details really matter, the slightest coach's decision, and it could come down to leaving a player out one possession too long, or, you know, the wrong kind of offense, or a wrong rotation, or a wrong defensive assignment. It's down to those details now.
Such fine margins.
And such huge consequences as well. Winner goes through, loser goes home.
Slukas into Kalatis. Massive 10 minutes coming up in the careers of these players. It's Yanis Barousis up against Shemek Karnovsky. Antetokounmpo trying to fling that off Panicka, but it didn't work. And now Antetokounmpo. Greece turned it over again. Slukas into the lane, puts it up, can't get it to go, but Barousis with a tip in. We've seen that a few times today.
Yeah, takes himself up to 10.6 boards. That's where Barousis can make a big impact for this Greek team. Around the ring, his height, his size, his understanding of the game.
Karnovsky, Verchinsky. Puts up a little jumper and was barged into. Kostas Papanikolaou is coming back in. This Papapetru's gone to the bench after his third foul.
Verchinsky's had a impressive captain's role today. At the moment he's at 15 points, could extend that now, but 4 rebounds, 5 assists. It's exactly what Coach Taylor wants from his skipper.
Three points the difference again. Nick Kalatis. Petru actually gone to the bench with 4 fouls next to his name. No look pass into Barousis. Turning Karnovsky. And a bit of a cul-de-sac. Kicks come out to Papanikolaou. Shot clock down to its dregs. Blocked by Karnovsky. And now here go Poland. In the front court, Verchinsky finds Mateusz Panicka. Gielo, Verchinsky fakes, comes inside, draws the foul from Antetokounmpo. And Poland has started this fourth quarter with real purpose, as you'd expect.
Yeah, it's a smart rotation from Coach Taylor. He's brought Karnovsky in. He's seen Barousis start to dominate and get offensive rebounds at will. Karnovsky's been brought on to stop that.
Gielo. Karnovsky, can he bring it under control? Possession will be Poland's to make use of.
It's interesting as well. Papanikolaou played, I think, pretty much the entire first half. And this is his first action of the second half after a tiny brief spell at the beginning of the third quarter.
Clearly, Coach Kostas Misses wanted him for this final quarter. Let's see what influence he has. Karnovsky leaves the ball over to Sokolov. He's going to use it quickly here. Verchinsky and Panicka, and that's just not how Poland wanted that play to go. Slukas now for Greece. Kalatis goes up to the rack and lays it up beautifully.
Yeah, another strong play by Kalatis. It's not necessarily the performance, it's the decision making. He knows when he needs to take it to the basket, when he needs to get his teammates open. It's been an all-round performance from the veteran guard.
18 points, 8 assists today for Kalatis. Karnovsky blocked by Barousis illegally. 4 fouls now for the Greek captain, so he'll have to be very careful. Looks like he's going to stay in play here.
Surprise Coach Misas is risking his captain on 4.
Kosharek to Karnovsky. Verchinsky fakes nicely. Back out Kosharek from the corner. Tomasz Gielo This is the shot. Karnowski gets the offensive rebound though. Punica back out. Koszarek. Wyszynski. Shot clock down to single digits again, but Poland have played this nicely. Bounce pass. Karnowski puts it up and in. Closes the gap again.
Again, very simple basketball. Pick and roll straight down the middle. Greece struggling with their defensive rotations.
Galatis into Barousis. Big bruising battle at the low post between he and Karnowski, the big mamba. Koszarek has a foul call on him.
Really unnecessary play by Koszarek.
Takes him to 4 fouls as well.
Not a bright play from the Polish point guard. Karnowski had Barousis controlled. Didn't need to go down into the double.
A few nervous faces amongst the supporters in the crowd. It's edge of your seat stuff here. Slukas out to Galatis. Koszarek stays wide of him, and Galatis drains another 3. 21 points now for the Greek point guard.
And that's the problem with Koszarek picking up his 4th foul. Couldn't chase his shot out hard, worried that he'd hit him.
Sell blocked off. Swatted by Papagiannis. And Antetokounmpo's a bit of a combination here. Who got it? It was Papagiannis. So used to seeing Antetokounmpo getting the swat.
I think if Papagiannis hadn't got it, Antetokounmpo was flying higher than him, so he'd have got it.
That's what you want from the SWAT team, the backup. Punica into Koszarek's hands, goes outside Sell, open 3, go! Oh, no, it didn't fall. Thought that was in. 6-point game, Greece looking to turn the screw now in the final quarter. This is Slukas. Throws it up. Oh, Papagiannis just couldn't quite finish the job. And now Koszarek, Sell left open, and Antetokounmpo with the rejection. Slukas now in the front court. There's a nasty collision there. Sell and Antetokounmpo.
Interesting, the referees stopping the game. Both players down, not moving. Looks like a very, very nasty collision for both of them. Both Sell and Antetokounmpo down. We'll see on the replay now. Sell goes up strong, gets hit hard. Not sure where Antetokounmpo hurts himself.
Well,
yeah,
right
it's
on
a
the face, yeah.
face plant into the hardwood. It's an unforgiving flaw in basketball as well, so he'll be feeling that. Medical staff for both teams on the court now, though. Not going to get better treatment.
Yeah, I'm pleased to say it looks like he's fully conscious, which is good. And these head injuries, you don't want to see knocked out. A lot of impact when he took to the floor, and maybe the team will want to do a full checkup. Sell, I think, fell awkwardly as well.
Yeah, I think it was Antetokounmpo landing on Sell. Looks like he might have knocked the wind out of him a little bit. It's taking his legs away from him slightly. Sell's going to take a seat on the baseline now. I think that's the cameraman's seat.
Good, quick, efficient work from the medical team here in Helsinki.
Yeah, the great news is that both players look okay. A little bit shaken up maybe, but they look okay.
Sensible decision by the officials there to stop the play and check on the well-being of both Sell and Antetokounmpo. They're both out of the game for now. And play gets back underway with Greece in possession and a 6-point lead. Galatis to Papagiannis. Now Slukas left open by Kulig and drains another 3, and Greece are making their move towards the last 16.
Yeah, this is an absolutely critical phase of the game now. Poland cannot let this lead go out any further.
Karnowski sees Koszarek.
I think if Greece extend it any further, Coach Taylor will call a timeout.
Karnowski puts up a little jumper. Can't get it to go. This is a tricky time now for the Białe Czerwone. Galatis. Just to switch it to the wing. Slukas misses the shot. Kulik grabs the rebound. Koszarek now to the front court for Poland. Need to find some momentum from somewhere. Karnowski. Wyszynski. Karnowski Back into Papagiannis and puts it up and in.
Good strong move by Konofsky. Back to Papagiannis in, little spin, leverages his body so he gets some space to get the hook shot away. Tense times.
Well, regardless of what does happen in this game, it's certainly a much improved Greek performance. Following 3 defeats in a row. Shot clock down to 3. Kalates, he's been excellent so far. Can't get this one to go, but Papagiannis swallows the rebound. Kalates for 3 instead. Misses, but there's the follow. And it's Papagiannis again. And Poland have called timeout.
And that's the problem you have when you have that rotation. On that, you end up with Konofsky guarding the perimeter. Your rim defender, your defensive rebounder is miles away from the ring. A field day for Papagiannis when Konofsky's that far away from him.
Listen, hey, we're okay, but we gotta really be tough. First thing, try to fight around White on Clayton. If he comes out, guard him. Don't big C Clayton, okay, stay.
Percentage dropping off in this fourth quarter. Could be costly.
Yeah, you can see how much it means to the Greek players. They're really coming together today to put in a great performance with some great shooting as well. 10 from 17 from outside, 59%. Slukas having a big night with 21 points as well.
A bit better from outside of the arc than from inside. But, will it be enough to take them to Istanbul? Well, we are under 5 minutes away from finding out. 9-point lead. Poland have got to come up with something special here. Kulik to Zamoyski. Now Łukasz Koszarek puts it up. Konofsky puts it in off the glass.
Smart move by Konofsky. Pass from Koszarek. Must have been tempted to try and throw it down. Makes the right choice though, the easy lay-in off the glass.
He's got to ensure the points, haven't he? Kalates to Slukas. Printezis just got away for a moment. Back to the top of the mountain with Kalates. Throws it inside. Printezis lost the ball momentarily. Up against Koszarek though, can't foul. And it works out all right for the Polish defense. Shot clock violation from Greece. Now on the attack through Koszarek. They didn't need that, Poland.
No, in a situation like that, when you're up against someone the same size as you defending the post behind you, you want the ball bounced into you, want it low, you want it to come into the breadbasket.
Kalates. Throws it up and down it goes from Papagiannis.
Yes, pick and roll movement. Greece giving Poland a taste of their own medicine on the pick and roll.
Koszarek. Waczynski. Konofsky comes in, but he's called for travelling.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Taylor now makes a change, brings Konofsky out of the game. They'll want to play Kulig in the pick and roll more than Konofsky. They're getting much more success. Yeah, it's a good call by the referee. Picks his trail foot up way too soon.
Roussel and Ponica have come back. Good to see Roussel not badly hurt by the collision with Antetokounmpo a few minutes ago. Kalates. Outside, Printezis for 3. Oh, the perimeter shooting from Greece is stunning.
That's a huge shot. That's an absolutely mammoth shot from Printezis.
It It is. It's his first three-pointer of the night and takes him to 14, but more importantly, it takes Greece to a double-digit lead here.
Yeah, and also takes Galatis to a double-double. 21 points, 10 assists. Huge night for him, and it's really shown the best performance from Greece has come when Galatis is in control of the point.
Kosharek all the way up to the rack, gets it to go. Greece have called the timeout. They'll be pleased with how this fourth quarter is going. 10-point lead, just over 2 minutes left.
Yeah, the Poland pick and roll offense looks so much better when Kulik is setting the pick. Much more controlled and much more threatening because Kulik can step out for the three. Well, they say success is all about timing, and I think Greece couldn't have timed it any better than playing their best game of basketball by far today.
Now, defensively, look, here's the point. When they go middle pick and roll with the 5, Kalathis is stretching us out. It's got to be a beer bag. Big, stay on him. Guard, get into body. On the backside. We're not pulling all the way in. Hickman, pull in. The top guy's got to be ready to X. Got to be ready to X.
Yeah, Coach Taylor there highlighting that Greece are running the pick and roll against them at the top, and that Galatis is an issue because he's making them stretch, he's making their defense space out, trying to counter that with different rotations for Poland. 2 minutes 4 to go, 10-point lead. Poland have got to do something special now.
Final push then from both teams. Tesis finds Slukas. Now Greece can get to the front court. They are almost there. Slukas. Bounce pass into Galatis. Who's running the show for Greece. Gets past his man. Out to Slukas. Now Printesis, will they go for the three-point shot? They will. It's Galatis from the corner. Oh, and that's an absolute dagger.
That is a nail in the coffin of Poland. Great ball movement, and Galatis just drains an absolute clutch three from the corner.
Greece on the cusp now of a place in the last 16 at EuroBasket 2017. And as Kosharek offers it up, Papagiannis beats it away.
Yeah, it's just good defense by the big man for Greece. Kosharek does just put it up on a plate for him.
Only ever going to be one winner in that battle. Got another timeout being called. It's the last chance saloon really for Poland.
Yeah, they really have to make a big statement now. It's going to be pressing defense all the way.
Hey, keep playing. No more timeouts. Match up after everything. Come in. Pick up full court. Aggressively trap. Prevent the foul. Look, game winner. Lucas. Damian. One step. Show your hands. Under the rim, Mateus. Set your diagonal screen. Mateus, stay on the ball side block. Damian, seal on the
Εντάξει, αλλάζουμε. Περίμενε λίγο, δεν ξέρω. Κάνει backpick το 5 στο 3 και δεν υποπάνω το πουλί ξαφέ. Θέλεις να ξεκινήσεις το 5 του άλλου. Όχι, αλλάζουμε ρε, αλλάζουμε. Όχι τίποτα, όλοι λοιπόν.
Yeah, Poland have played some strong defense so far, but it's almost now going to cost them because they've only got one team foul. So if they want to stop the clock and send Greece to the line and try and return possession through this minute 25 that's left, they're going to have to foul an awful lot of times. But some big plays needed by Poland now if they're to keep their EuroBasket 2017 alive.
Kosharek finds Wyszynski with the pass for three. Doesn't get it to go, and Panicka can't find a way to follow. I believe they're deliberately fouling here, Poland. It's Galatis. To Printesis. Can Greece finish with a flourish? now with the rebound. He's had another good game. Throws it out to Kalatis. He's had the Midas touch today. Lucas, just about sums up the day for Greece.
There's the exclamation point on the win now. 40 seconds to play. Poland can't come back into this. They can just hold their heads high for how they performed in the entire tournament.
Kulik couldn't have done any more today. Sell for three. Get it to drop, and well, Greece can look forward to a trip to Istanbul. And it's Lithuania in the next round for them. It'll be a very different test to what it is today, but it just is so encouraging for them that they are starting to click.
Oh, it is. You have to feel sorry for Poland. They've walked into the best ever version of Greece at EuroBasket 2017. Greece have not played anywhere near to this level so far.
Here comes Lucas and banks it in off the glass. And Greece, as you say, are underlining the victory. And there it is, the buzzer goes. We have our fourth team from Group A who's qualified for the final phase. Congratulations to Kostas Misias and Greece, who have arrested the slide. 3 defeats on the bounce before today, but they've come to the party and in the end soundly beaten a spirited Polish side. Book their tickets to Istanbul. It's finished full-time. Greece 95, Poland 77. Well, 65% of three-point shots made by Greece. All in all, that was a fantastic performance.
Yeah, it was a huge night for them, and the Battle of the Boards played a big part in their success today. And that's their highest score of the tournament so far. So offensively, they were flying. But you can see defensively, 6 blocks for Greece. And Antetokounmpo probably with the biggest, most dramatic block of the lot, almost knocking himself out in the process.
So big performances on the night. Kostas Sloukas, 26 points to go with his handful of rebounds and assists. Papagiannis was big on the boards, but Nick Kalatis, who we haven't seen play to his full potential at EuroBasket 2017 until today. Big players come out on the big occasion, and Kalatis certainly did that to go with his 10 assists, 24 points from the Greek point guard.
Yeah, he's only averaging 8 points a game and 3 assists per game, so he's absolutely played out of his skin and led his team very, very well. The Greeks deserve their win today. You know, there's no argument on that fact. They have played better basketball than Poland have today. But Poland should hold their heads high. They have taken some of the biggest basketball nations in Europe to the wire night after night after night in Helsinki. So there's a hat tip to Poland and a great improvement from Greece.
Yeah, such a tough group when it was made. Giovanni knew it would be hard. They pushed France incredibly close. They led them for more than 3 quarters. They took Finland to 2 phases of overtime. They might reflect back on that opportunity they had. They were 9 points clear with 90 seconds left to play against the host nation here in Helsinki. But ultimately, it wasn't to be for Poland. They gave it their all, but they've come up short against a very impressive Greek team on the day. And it is Greece who go through to the final phase at EuroBasket 2017. They'll take on a Lithuania side who won't fancy playing the Greeks in this form. It's finished. Greece 95, Poland 77.
Πάμε.
Εδώ είμαστε με τον ομοσπονδιακό μας προπονητή, τον Κώστα Μίσα. Coach, συγχαρητήρια, πρέπει να σε συγχαρώ, ιδιοχείρος. Και να σε ευχαριστήσω κιόλας, γιατί πρέπει να άκουσες, να έμαθες, να διάβασες 1000 πράγματα αυτές τις μέρες. Από τη μέρα που ανακοίνωσε τη μη συμμετοχή του Γιάννης, αλλά μόνο εμείς που είμαστε 24 ώρες το 24ωρο δίπλα στην εθνική ομάδα, ξέρουμε τι έχεις τραβήξει για να κρατήσεις αυτή την ομάδα, να τη φέρεις εδώ και να την πας και στους 16. Σε ευχαριστούμε εκ των προτέρων και συγχαρητήρια.
Ευχαριστώ πολύ. Όσον αφορά αυτά που έχω ακούσει, είναι απόλυτα φυσιολογικό όταν δεν φαίνεις τα αποτελέσματα και αναμενόμενο. Συνεπώς, το θέμα είναι να μπορεί να τα διαχειρίζεσαι για να μπορείς να μεταδίδεις στην ομάδα αυτό που πρέπει, αυτό που έγινε σήμερα. Χθες, στην ερώτηση μετά από τις 3 ήττες, τι ψυχολογία θα είχαμε και τι δύναμη, είχα απαντήσει ότι πρέπει. Είναι παίκτες με εμπειρίες, είναι παίκτες καλοί. Είναι παίκτες οι οποίοι έχουν εγωισμό, ο οποίος σε αυτό το συγκεκριμένο παιχνίδι λειτουργήσε πολύ έντονα. Θα έλεγα πρέπει να έχει λειτουργήσει και πιο πριν. Καταλαβαίνεις τι λέω, σαν εγωισμός εννοώ.
Με τη Σλοβενία, με τη Γαλλία.
Ναι, μπράβο,
γιατί...
σαν εγωισμός προσωπικός, το οποίος μεταφέρεται στην ομάδα.
Αδικήσαμε τους εαυτούς μας το Σαββατοκύριακο.
Ναι, νομίζω...
Αλλά και με την Φιλανδία χτες.
Εντάξει, δεν διαφωνώ. Συμφωνώ απόλυτα ότι αδικήσαμε. Στη λογική με τις εικόνες. Εντάξει, γιατί το αποτέλεσμα μπορεί να υπήρχε, μπορεί να μην υπήρχε, αλλά η εικόνα ήταν πάρα πολύ άσχημη και υπήρξε αδικία των ίδιων της ίδιας ομάδος. Από την άλλη πλευρά, αυτό που έχει πολύ μεγάλη σημασία είναι ότι κάποια στιγμή οι παίκτες δεν πρέπει να βρίσκονται σε μια δύσκολη στιγμή. Πρέπει από πριν να μπαίνουμε σε μια λογική σε αυτό το συγκεκριμένο κομμάτι.
Να μην τρέχεις, δηλαδή να σώσεις τα πράγματα, να έχεις καθαρίσει την μπουγάδα από νωρίς.
Έχουμε κάνει τόσες κουβέντες, έχουμε μιλήσει τόσες πολλές φορές. Απλά είναι σημαντικό κομμάτι δικό τους, ενώ από πλευράς μαζέματος, αυτοσυγκέντρωσης. Και ελπίζω αυτό το διάστημα να είμαστε έτοιμοι να προχωρήσουμε και στην επόμενη φάση.
Φοβήθηκες ότι μπορεί να χάσουμε από έναν παίκτη σήμερα, μια ομάδα σαν τη δική μας, σαν τους παίκτες που έχει η Εθνική Ελλάδας?
Όχι, απλά τέτοιου είδους παίκτες μας δημιουργούν κάποια προβλήματα, είτε με τον Μπουρούση είτε με τον Παπαγιάννη, που είναι παιδιά ψηλά και πιο αργά. Και γι' αυτό ακριβώς ξεκινήσαμε σήμερα με τον Αγραβάνη, για να πάμε πολύ πιο επιθετικά στην άμυνα. Γιατί μην ξεχνάς τα προηγούμενα 3 παιχνίδια, στην αρχή κάθε παιχνιδιού η άμυνα ήταν πάρα πολύ παθητική και εμείς θέλαμε ενέργεια. Και μπήκαμε σε αυτή τη λογική. Από εκεί και πέρα βέβαια βρήκαμε προσαρμογές. Μια ο Μπουρούσης, μια ο Παπαγιάννης, ο οποίος στο τέλος με βοήθεια επιστροφή ήταν πάρα πολύ καλός. Και πάλι με τις αλλαγές τα τελευταία 3 λεπτά. Εντάξει, θεωρώ ότι είναι κάποια κομμάτια που πάρα πολλές φορές μπορεί να σχεδιάζονται, να γίνονται ή να μην υποστηρίζονται.
Μαγική εμφάνιση από Παπαγιάννη, αλλά κυρίως στην περιφέρεια από Καλάθι και από Σλούκα. Και στο πιο κρίσιμο μάτς ένα πολύ μεγάλο ποσοστό στα τρίποντα που ήταν η αχίλιος πτέρνα μας.
Πάντα είναι αυτό το ένα κομμάτι, το οποίο όταν εκεί στάρουμε καλά και στην άμυνα είμαστε συγκεντρωμένοι, τα πράγματα αλλάζουν. Αλλά γενικά όλα τα παιδιά ήταν πάρα πολύ καλοί. Δηλαδή και ο Κώστας Παπα-Νικολάους πάρα πολύ καλός στην άμυνα. Έβαλε αυτά που έπρεπε και βέβαια και του Θανάση που κάποια στιγμή βρέθηκε στο ταμπλό με αυτοθυσία και αυτό σημαίνει ομάδα.
Αυτό σημαίνει ομάδα, αυτό να κρατήσουμε. Ότι ήταν όλοι οι διεθνείς μας σήμερα στην ίδια σελίδα από την αρχή μέχρι το τέλος. Ένα σώμα, μια ψυχή.
Αλληλεγγύη, θυσία, πίστη. Αυτές είναι οι 3 βασικές αρχές μιας ομάδας.
Σε ευχαριστούμε, συγχαρητήρια. Θα τα πούμε και στη συνέχεια γιατί δεν έχουμε πολύ χρόνο τώρα. Περιμένω τον Κώστα Παπα-Νικολάου. Ένας από τους πολλούς Πάπα της εθνικής ομάδας. Κοντεύουμε να γίνουμε ολόκληρη ενορία. Σήμερα Big Papa βεβαίως ήταν ο Παπαγιάννης, έτσι. Συμφωνείς να ξεκινήσω από αυτό? Έκανε το καλύτερο παιχνίδι με την εθνική ομάδα στη γραμμή των ψηλών. Αναφέρομαι πρώτα, πριν πάμε και στα υπόλοιπα. Κώστα, συγχαρητήρια.
Εξαιρετικός ο Παπατζόν, εξαιρετικός ο Σλου, εξαιρετικός ο Νίκ, εξαιρετικός όποιος πάτησε στο παρκέ. Αλλά εντάξει, δεν ούτε τη θυράμε ούτε τίποτα.
Αυτό έκανε τη διαφορά, ότι ήμασταν μια γροθιά σήμερα? Έλειπε αυτό τις προηγούμενες μέρες ή απλά χάνατε τη συγκέντρωσή σας? Γιατί σήμερα είδαμε αυτοθυσία, είδαμε αυταπάρνηση, είδαμε να κυνηγάτε και την τελευταία φάση, τα είδαμε όλα. Αλλά και τα είδαμε μεταφορικά όλα μέχρι να προκριθούμε στους 16, έτσι.
Εντάξει, αυτό είναι δική σας δουλειά, το πώς θα μας κρίνετε, το τι θα πείτε.
Εσύ τι πιστεύεις, Κώστα?
Εγώ πιστεύω ότι είμαστε μια ομάδα με τα καλά μας, με τα κακά μας, αλλά αυτό δεν πάει να σημαίνει ότι είμαστε μια ομάδα. όλοι μαζί κρινόμαστε, όταν κερδίσουμε, όταν χάσουμε, όλοι μαζί θα πάρουμε όποια credits πρέπει να πάρουμε. Αυτό είναι το θέμα. Απλά προχωράμε. Περάσαμε στην Τουρκία, χαρούμενοι σίγουρα, αλλά προχωράμε.
Λοιπόν, έχει ολοκληρωθεί η πρώτη φάση. Έχει ολοκληρωθεί η διαδικασία του ομίλου εδώ στο Ελσίνκι που ήταν δύσκολος και πονηρός για την ελληνική ομάδα. Κάνε ένα μίνι απολογισμό καθώς πηγαίνουμε για το μάτς με τη Λιθουανία το Σάββατο.
Τίποτα, κανένας απολογισμός. Πάμε να παίξουμε το πρώτο νοκάουτ. Εμάς τα νοκάουτ ξεκίνησαν από σήμερα. Με την ίδια συγκέντρωση από εδώ και πέρα να κάνουμε ό,τι καλύτερο μπορούμε. Ούτε μεγάλα λόγια, ούτε τίποτα. Ούτε κατακτήσαμε κάτι, την κορυφή του βουνού, ούτε τίποτα. Πήραμε μια πρόκριση στις 16 καλύτερες ομάδες. Έχουμε ένα πρώτο νοκάουτ. Πάμε να διεκδικήσουμε το καλύτερο δυνατό.
Όσο ήταν μέσα η Πολωνία στο μάτς μέχρι τα τελευταία λεπτά και πριν ξεφύγουμε, πριν χτίσουμε τη διαφορά, πώς το έζησες, ποια ήταν τα συναισθήματά σας? Κάποια στιγμή σκόραρε μόνο ο Κούλιγκ. Από την άλλη πλευρά φοβήθηκες ότι μπορεί να χάσουμε από έναν παίκτη, μια ομάδα να χάσει από έναν παίκτη?
Εντάξει, μπάσκετ είναι, όλα μπορούν να συμβούν. Από εκεί και πέρα όλοι πιστεύουμε στην ομάδα και έχουμε την αυτοπεποίθηση ότι θα κάνουμε κάτι καλό όσον αφορά το συγκεκριμένο παιχνίδι και τη ροή του παιχνιδιού όπως πήγαινε. Δεν υπήρχε άγχος, υπήρχε θέληση να κάνουμε κάτι καλό, να πάρουμε αυτή την πρόκριση και ο χαρακτήρας και των παιδιών αλλά και των μεγάλων παιχτών που έχουμε φάνηκε στο τέλος για να κλειδώσουμε την νίκη.
Έτσι εξηγείται και το μεγάλο ποσοστό στα περιφερειακά σουτ εκεί που δυσκολευόταν μέχρι σήμερα η εθνική ομάδα. Λύθηκαν τα χέρια σας από ένα σημείο και μετά?
Εντάξει, όλα μετράνε σε ένα παιχνίδι μπάσκετ. Σίγουρα όταν μπαίνουν κάποια σουτ στην αρχή παίρνεις μια αυτοπεποίθηση σαν ομάδα γενικώς. Όταν υπάρχει καλή ροή παιχνιδιού βρίσκεις το ρυθμό σου και βρίσκεις και εύκολα και ανοιχτά σουτ και με καλές προϋποθέσεις. Αλλά όπως είπα και πριν δεν έχουμε κατακτήσει κάτι, δεν έχουμε κάνει κάτι. Πήραμε την πρόκριση για την Τουρκία, πολύ σημαντικό μεν, αλλά ανασυγκρότηση και να κοιτάξουμε μπροστά.
Από τη στιγμή που δεν αποκλειστήκαμε και περάσαμε όπως περάσαμε, έστω από την 4η θέση, αυτό μπορεί να μας κάνει πιο σκληρούς και πιο δυνατούς εν ώψη του πρώτου νοκάουτ με τη Λιθουανία?
Εντάξει, τώρα αυτό το πώς περάσαμε, εγώ δεν θέλω να το σχολιάσω. Εγώ θέλω να σχολιάσω ότι περάσαμε. Αυτό ήταν ο στόχος ομάδα, περάσαμε την μόνη φάση. Έχουμε περάσει και πρώτοι με 6-6 και χάσαμε στο πρώτο νοκάουτ από τη Σερβία το 2014. Έχουν γίνει πολλά.
Μπορούμε να γίνουμε πιο σκληροί, ειδικά στην άμυνα.
Αυτό θα φανεί μέσα στο παρκέ. Αυτό κύριο μέλημα όλων μας αυτό είναι. Αυτό θέλουμε. Δεν είναι κανείς εδώ για να κάνει διακοπές. Δεν είναι κανείς εδώ για να σπαταλήσει 2 μήνες. Δεν είναι κανείς εδώ για κανένα λόγο άλλο πέρα από το μπασκετικό και πέρα από το να κάνει κάτι καλό για τη χώρα μας και για τη φανέλα που φοράμε. Γιατί στο τέλος της ημέρας αυτό που μετράει είναι το μπροστά και όχι το πίσω. Τίποτα, αυτό δεν έχω να...
Ευχαριστώ πολύ, Κώστα. Συγχαρητήρια. Αυτός ήταν και ο Κώστας Παπα-Νικολάου. Σε λίγο θα επιστρέψουμε με περισσότερες συνεντεύξεις. Ο Κώστας Λούκας μιλάει τώρα στη FIBA. Θα είναι σε λίγο μαζί μας.
Up for Princess and C. Okay?